Ah, yes. Welcome inside our CBS Sports Studios. I'm Adam Schein alongside my guy, the great Kyle Long. And listen, we're still buzzing. I am still absolutely just convinced that that was as majestic a finish with the Chicago Bears that you will ever see in a football game. On a night where Green Bay controlled everything. And it looked like this was going to be a demoralizing, season-changing loss for the Chicago Bears. What they did, what Caleb Williams did, what Ben Johnson did, what the special teams did, the fabric of that football team did down the stretch in regulation, then in overtime. My goodness, Kyle Long, I am obsessed with the Bears. The two of us have been all year long. That was next level awesome.
Yeah, I was in shock, laying in my hotel bed till 1 a.m, just staring at the ceiling like, did I really just see what I think I just saw? And it was a signature win. But with the Chicago Bears team, they've had a handful of signature wins. Now they've moved on to, they've got 2 hands filled with signature wins on the season. I almost forget all the great that has happened before because now we're shifting our gaze down the stream a little bit to what this Bears team can do. I mean, look, down Rome Odunze, down Luther Burden, injuries on the defensive side of the ball. And I mean, look, you just lost to this Packers team. One thing I didn't expect to happen, when you're going into these games and you're thinking about all the ways these things pan out, I didn't even think about Jordan Love going down.
Right.
And when he goes down, Matt LaFleur gets to flex a set of muscles that he's flexed before. We saw this last year when Jordan Love went out and Malik Willis comes in the football game. And they just find ways to win. It didn't seem like the offense took that big of a step back with Malik Willis in the ballgame, and I still think it's a very dangerous team. I'm actually texting a couple of my buddies during the game. I'm like, is Malik Willis going to win a damn Super Bowl for this Packers team? Because that's how they were playing last night. But for Caleb Williams, not out of the fight until the very end. And I had a coach who always told me it's going to take 4 quarters and sometimes more. And last night was one of those sometimes mores. And it was DJ Moore, to be specific. It was fun to watch. Many of my buddies who are still in Chicago that were at the game, trainers who I'm friends with, I'm texting them at 1 a.m, and they're like, I have never been to Soldier Field where it feels like an earthquake actually just happened, and there were a multitude of earthquakes last night.
Well, a couple of things off that, and then I'm going to let you carry the ball here because that crowd was so into it early, right? I mean, just absolutely, Bears fans are amazing, and they were going to blow the proverbial roof off of Soldier Field. And then, obviously, Green Bay has the lead. And then they kick that field goal. Then they recover the onside kick. And then Caleb Williams, that throw on 4th down, which was unbelievable. And then, the no-name receiver back of the end zone makes the catch, gets both feet in. That was incredible. Ben Johnson made an unbelievable decision. I want to give him credit for it. Putting the extra point on the board.
Yep.
There was a thought, okay, no, he's going to go for 2. No, with momentum at home with that crowd, you put your defense back on the field. If Green Bay gets the ball first, which they did, they forced a turnover, then bam, they go for the jugular. That Caleb Williams throw, I'm obsessed with him. You're obsessed with him. He's got the gene. He's got everything. He's a certified freak. Hits DJ Moore to beat the Packers. This is Bears-Packers. To stay on top of the division, you have San Francisco and Detroit coming up, which are both going to be tough games. That's one of the bigger wins the Chicago Bears have had in 10 years.
You know what? The last time I saw a ball that was in the air for that long that resulted in a game over, it was 2013, Aaron Rodgers rolling left, hitting Randall Cobb. And you could feel the air suck out of that stadium, and it was a vacuum. Last night, it was like the wind got sucked into the stadium. And now there's this momentum for Chicago. We beat the Packers. We lost to them a couple weeks ago, but they handled business last night at home. And moving forward, you take a look around the National Football League, week to week, the scales tip, and we don't know who's the best. And 1 week it's Matt Stafford. 1 week it's the Seahawks. It was the Packers for a long time this season. When's Jordan Love going to get back? This Chicago Bears team has gotten better every single week. I think it's indicative of a real winning culture.
Yep.
Ben Johnson getting through to his quarterback. We've seen, I can talk until I'm blue in the face about Caleb Williams and the progress he's made and the production he has put forth, the way he's protected the football. But the thing that stands out to me the most is what, Adam? End of game,
clutch,
end of half,
that's right,
overtime.
That's right.
Block out the noise. There was a movie with Kevin Costner. It's called For the Love of the Game.
Oh, yeah.
One of my favorite baseball movies. If you're a baseball freak like me, go check out For the Love of the Game. when he was pitching, he would clear the mechanism. And that means everything else just kind of melts away. And it's just him and the batter and the catcher. That's where Caleb Williams gets to in those situations. And like you said, he has that gene. They ask for that. They beg for those situations.
Well, and you make a great point, and I kind of want to slam it home here, right? And look, I still think the Rams are the best team in the NFC. I still have Seattle number 2, and I've had Chicago number 3 if I was doing a power ranking on trust. By the way, San Francisco's been terrific. And it's
trust them, too.
You have to. Great coaching, great defense, McCaffrey, everything that goes into that mix.
And a quarterback has been there.
100%. But I think for people who talk about the Bears as a fluke, they're missing the whole thing.
No.
The culture's amazing. The offensive line, especially the interior portion, is awesome. Caleb Williams is a certified freak 7 days a week, and he's at his best when it matters the most. They run the ball with authority. Dennis Allen's defense makes plays. You start talking about teams that are capable of winning a game or 2 or 3 or 4 in the postseason. Why not the Chicago Bears?
Yeah, and I just feel like their personality, their identity, which is a word that teams are often looking for. What is our identity? They have one. They run the football effectively on first down. They take care of the football when they throw it. Defensively, they're opportunistic. They make takeaways happen. And you saw last night, they got a couple young players. You're going to get to know their names, Austin Booker being one of them, that get after quarterbacks. So I think that it's a really good combination, a good recipe to have success in the postseason, Adam.
Monster games down the stretch with San Francisco and then Detroit. But schedule's tough. But at this stage, once again.
Week 18, if Pittsburgh Steelers handle business against the Detroit Lions tonight, you may be looking at backups playing Week 18 for the Chicago Bears. With their low percentage chance to be the number 1 seed in the NFC, you might be seeing a well-rested Bears team come the first round of the playoffs.
Talk a lot, Buttercup.